So I watched your trailer, all right, and I was dying laughing. I'm like, either this is going to be a cult classic or it's going to be a dismal failure. So you have one or the other, okay? Fingers crossed for cult classic.
Well, first of all, Marissa knows all, and I took the lesson earlier. I know that you know, and you're exactly right. And really, that's when at this level of independent filmmaking, this was the spirit that I enter in, which is, let's do things that studios would never try. Let's do things that no one would try, and let's make it. Let's attempt to make it the sort of thing that if we were sitting in the audience, this is what I always say: if we were sitting watching it, we would go, "Oh my God, I want to do that." But of course, with that comes this other side where it's like, "Oh no, oh God, people are going to see that and talk about it."
That is so funny because honestly, when I saw the trailer, the reason why I'm leaning on it's going to be a cult classic because it reminded me of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I mean, it's not at all, it's totally different, aesthetic, but the whole musical that's being done differently, that has a shock value to it. So what was your inspiration for this?
Well, so being the crazy, ridiculous, maybe even stupid producer that I am, I find, and it's the old-fashioned way, I find things that I go, wow, this is a great artist. I'd like to see them able to make movies. And that's what happened with Ken Rote. So to be very fair, it is his baby entirely. And he's a small theater guy in LA that's done very well, which is, akin to an Elon Musk. And to be able to do well in small theater in LA is just, you're Elon Musk. That's it. You're amazing. And he was one of those guys. And, he's an amazing, stunning creator, and he's also has some hecticness to deal with sometimes. So I had these two things of like, I really want to work with this guy. Oh, I'm so scared he's going to kill me and blow things up. And finally he presented me a short story, and I had been trying for years to figure out something that I could work with him. And he presented me a short story about a vampire musical. And I said, "You are an idiot. I would never do that. That is the stupidest thing." Literally. I was like, no. And I don't do short films. He's like, "It's okay. I can make it a feature. Just read it. Just read it." He asked me. And I was like, oh God, okay. Read it. And I was blown away. It was so good. And I said, okay, make that a feature, which is no small order. And, I think literally it was about a week later, he presented me with, and he said, "What's the feature?" I go, "Oh, 75, 80 pages. He presented me a script, and I went, wow, this is ridiculous. And I've never had a writer in one present something, and then I said, we did rewrites. We did really one rewrite, which is unheard of.
Wow.
And that was it. And so all is to say, he was truly the inspiration. I am merely a follower, a zombie follower. And and it really was his baby and his crazy, he's a madman who can make a vampire zombie musical work and compelling.